Tonight, we delve into a chilling story, a disappearance that swallowed a young life into darkness. We're talking about Lauren Spierer, a 20-year-old student at Indiana University. She went out one night, June 3rd, 2011, and, well, she simply vanished.
It's a case that's truly baffled everyone involved. Lauren, she was known to be outgoing, vibrant, studying textiles merchandising.
From Scarsdale, New York.
Right. And despite massive media attention, involvement from Bloomington police, IU police, even the FBI, nothing. Her fate remains unknown over a decade later.
So we need to piece together that night, minute by minute, as best we can from the known facts.
We do. It's critical. The timeline is everything here.
Okay, so the evening starts June 3rd. Lauren's with friends, David Rowan and Corey Rossman. They're pre-gaming, as they say, at Corey's apartment.
Standard college night beginning, seems like.
Yeah, then they head out to Kilroy Sports Bar. But right away, there's a crucial element we need to stress. Lauren's situation was precarious from the start.
Absolutely. This is key. Lauren had a known heart condition, long QT syndrome, and the reports indicate heavy drinking that night, possibly other substances too, although that's less confirmed.
Which she absolutely should not have been doing with her condition.
Exactly. It significantly raises the stakes. Extreme intoxication plus that underlying condition. It means a medical emergency is a very real possibility, separate from any, foul play.
It adds a whole layer of complexity.
It really does.
So by 2:00 a.m., things are clearly not okay. Witnesses, sources, they describe Lauren as heavily intoxicated. The term used is well out of it.
And she'd only been at Kilroy's for about, half an hour?
About that, yeah. And when she leaves behind her cell phone and her shoes.
Leaving the phone and shoes. That tells you so much about her state. It's not just drunk. It's incapacitated, losing basic awareness.
Yeah, basic self-preservation instincts seem gone. Just chilling.
It really paints a picture of vulnerability. So around 2:30 a.m., she and Corey Rossman leave Kilroy's together. They start walking back towards her apartment complex.
And they're seen. Neighbors notice them.
Right. And the neighbor's account is stark. Lauren is stumbling badly, looks completely out of it.
And they try to intervene.
They do. They question Corey, apparently concerned about how Lauren is being handled, or maybe just her state. Reports say Corey made some kind of smart remark.
Uh-oh.
And it escalated. Fast. The neighbors punched Corey Rossman right in the face.
Wow. Okay, so that throws complete chaos into the situation.
Total chaos. Corey's now injured, likely disoriented, and they both just flee the area. They run off from her apartment complex.
So instead of getting her closer to home, this confrontation sends them back out somewhere else. Where did they go then?
They end up in an alleyway around 3:00 a.m., heading towards Corey's apartment this time. And this is where more physical evidence of her distress is found later.
What kind of evidence?
Her keys and her purse just dropped or lost in that alley. She's still barefoot, remember. Reports say she fell a few times there.
Just heartbreaking to picture.
Yeah.
So vulnerable.
Extremely. Eventually, they make it to Corey Rossman's apartment building.
Okay, maybe some safety now.
Not exactly. Corey himself is now apparently absolutely hammered, according to sources. He gets sick, throws up, and then essentially passes out. He goes to bed.
So he's out of the picture. Who's looking after Lauren now?
Corey's roommate, Michael Beth. He sees the situation, sees Lauren is still incredibly intoxicated, but she's insisting she wants to go home, back to her own place.
But she clearly couldn't make it on her own.
Beth tries to get her to stay, sleep it off there. She refuses. So he takes her across the hall to another neighbor's apartment, a guy named Jay Rosenbaum.
So she's being passed along again, from Corey to Michael Beth, now to Jay Rosenbaum.
Exactly. It's problematic. Rosenbaum also reportedly tried to get her to stay, wait until she sobered up.
And did she make any calls from there? Try to reach someone?
This is another key point. 2 phone calls were made from Jay Rosenbaum's phone. Jay claims Lauren made them. One was to David Rowan, the friend from her.
The one they were pre-gaming with.
Right. And another call to a different male friend, whose identity isn't widely known or confirmed. But neither person answered.
No answer. So no help came.
No help came, and then the timeline just evaporates.
What does Jay Rosenbaum say happened next?
His account is the last known sighting. He claims that around 4:30 a.m., Lauren insisted on leaving, and she walked out of his apartment alone.
Alone? At 4:30 a.m., barefoot, intoxicated.
That's his story. He said he watched her walk south on College Avenue at the corner of 11th Street, still in her black leggings, white T-shirt. And then she was gone.
Vanished right there.
Just vanished into the dark.
Completely.
So when did people realize she was actually missing?
Later that morning, her boyfriend, Jesse Wolfe, sent her a text. He didn't get a reply from Lauren, but from a bar employee at Kilroy's who'd found her phone.
Oh, wow. That must have set off immediate alarm bells.
Instantly, Jesse and her roommate checked her apartment. No sign of her. He reported her missing to the police right away.
And the search began. You mentioned it was massive. Huge. National news coverage. Her parents flew in, offered a $100,000 reward. You had Bloomington PD, IU police, the FBI throwing resources at it.
They even searched a landfill.
For 9 days. Yeah. A painstaking search of the Sycamore Ridge landfill. It yielded absolutely nothing connected to Lauren. Just nothing.
Given her condition, foul play had to be the immediate suspicion.
Oh, absolutely. It screamed foul play because of her vulnerability. But what really intensified the suspicion almost immediately was the behavior of the people last seen with her.
The friends.
Jesse Wolfe, her boyfriend. Corey Rossman, who was with her most of the night. And Jay Rosenbaum, the last person confirmed to see her. All three hired lawyers almost immediately.
Right away. That always looks, well, suspicious.
It's a major red flag for investigators and the public, especially Corey Rossman. He essentially clammed up, refused requests from Lauren's parents, from investigators, to talk about what happened after he got punched.
What was his reason?
He claimed he couldn't remember anything after the punch. Amnesia. Complete memory loss for the crucial hours.
Convenient. So the parents, understandably desperate, they tried legal action, didn't they? A lawsuit.
They did. They filed a civil lawsuit against Rossman, Rosenbaum, and Michael Beth, the roommate. It wasn't criminal, but civil negligence.
What were they alleging specifically?
That these men were negligent. They allegedly supplied her with more alcohol when she was obviously past her limit, and crucially, they failed in their duty to make sure she got home safely, given her state.
Seems logical. But the suit was dismissed, wasn't it?
It was. The judge dismissed it. And the reasoning is legally technical but important. Basically, without knowing exactly what happened to Lauren, was she assaulted? Did she have an accident? Did she die from the intoxication itself or something else?
The judge couldn't directly link the act of giving her alcohol or failing to escort her home to a specific injury or her death.
Because there was no body, no proof of the final event. Exactly. The law often requires showing that their negligence directly caused the harm, without some other intervening act. Since they weren't talking, and there was no other evidence of what that final act was, the legal chain was broken.
So their silence protected them legally in that civil case. That's incredibly frustrating for her family.
Devastating.
Yeah.
But the investigation didn't stop there. Other leads emerged, some quite disturbing.
Like the security footage.
Yeah, the white pickup truck. Seen on camera circling the area around where Lauren was last seen, around the time she disappeared.
Circling.
Appearing to, yeah. Like it was maybe looking for something or someone. It felt predatory.
Did they find out who was driving?
They did. Identified him as James McLeish. And his background was troubling. He was a convicted felon, recently paroled for assaulting his ex-wife, and he lived nearby.
Okay, that sounds like a strong lead.
It did. An acquaintance even accused him. But police initially dismissed him for reasons that aren't entirely clear. He did eventually agree to a polygraph in 2020.
And did he pass?
The official result was that the polygraph deemed him innocent in her disappearance. However, some of his answers during the test were unsettling, to say the least.
Like what?
Well, according to the sources, he was asked if he ever remembered thinking of killing someone but didn't do it. He answered yes.
Okay.
And asked if he really wanted to see someone get hurt. Again, he answered yes. So even if he wasn't involved with Lauren, his presence and mindset that night add another layer of darkness.
Definitely chilling. Were there other major leads?
There was another significant one, yeah. Came from inside prison. An inmate named Corey Hammersley.
What was his connection?
Hammersley was arrested about a year after Lauren vanished. Totally different crime shooting at police while high. But while locked up, he apparently told another inmate something about Lauren's case.
A jailhouse confession. What did he supposedly say?
The fellow inmate claimed Hammersley told him he knew the guys who were with Lauren that night, and that they panicked because she'd overdosed on ecstasy and alcohol, supposedly.
Okay, so what did they do, according to this inmate?
He claimed Hammersley said they took her body to the Ohio River and disposed of it there.
That sounds incredibly specific. Did police follow up on that, search the river?
They investigated the tip, but ultimately didn't find it credible enough to launch a massive search based solely on it. There was no corroborating evidence.
Right. Jailhouse informants can be unreliable, looking for deals.
Exactly. So without anything more solid, that lead also went cold. It's another what if hanging over the case.
And then there's that other awful coincidence, the Hannah Wilson case.
Yeah, that's truly disturbing. In 2015, Hannah Wilson, another IU student, disappeared after leaving the exact same bar, Kilroy's.
And she was found murdered.
She was. A man named Daniel Messel was convicted of her murder, but investigators were very clear. They found absolutely no link between Messel and Lauren Spieer's disappearance.
So 2 young women vanish after leaving the same place, but it's unrelated?
Apparently so, which means whoever's responsible for Lauren is, theoretically, still out there. It just highlights the potential dangers present in that environment.
So after all this time, over a decade, we're left with nothing concrete. No Lauren, no answers.
No physical evidence, no definitive proof, just conflicting stories, suspicious behavior, and leads that dried up. The men she was with, the man in the truck, the inmate's story, none of it led to her.
It leaves you wrestling with these awful possibilities. Was she just tragically unlucky, stumbling into the path of a predator who saw an easy target? Someone like McCleish, maybe, or someone else entirely unknown?
That's one possibility. The random, opportunistic crime.
Or is the truth closer to home? Did something happen, maybe an accidental overdose, given her condition and the intoxication?
Yeah.
And did the people she was with panic?
Leading to a cover-up. A desperate attempt to hide what happened. A pact of silence that's held for all these years.
It's a deeply disturbing question with no answer in sight. The uncertainty itself is terrifying.
It truly is.
We want to thank you for joining us for this difficult recounting of Lauren Spierer's case. If you found this deep dive compelling, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Horror Docs. We bring you these stories to keep the focus on unresolved cases and the search for truth. Until next time, please take care.